about it, but I want to get it on the podcast. I'm trying to change my style up.
Oh my god.
And what I mean by that is I'm throwing away all the jeans that got holes in them because the holes are just like they're not cool anymore.
Holes aren't cool.
No,
Well,
these are on accident. These weren't meant to be holes, but they're small holes. I'm talking about the jeans that like have all the ripples in them.
Oh, I get it.
And then like I want no holes in my jeans now.
Okay.
I want to get rid of some of my shoes because I got some shit I don't even wear anymore.
Oh
You know
gosh,
that.
thank goodness.
But here's the catch. I want to get Wranglers. And I want to get me a nice pair of casual boots. Cowboy boots. Now, I wear boots all day at work.
Yeah.
You know this. But they're not cowboy boots. They're work boots. I'm familiar with the working man's boots. So don't think I'm just some guy out here that wants to go get me some cowboy boots.
I just think it's so shocking for me to hear that from you because
I'm from Texas, though.
it doesn't matter if you're from Texas or not. It's just
I'm from Texas. If you're from I just laughed in the fucking face. If you're from Texas, you have if you're from Texas, that's the pass that you have to go get a pair of cowboy boots.
I'm not saying that. I'm not against it whatsoever. I'm saying it's just shocking to hear that you want boots and Wranglers from your style now.
Because
It's
I'm
like-
sick of walking in play. Let me tell you why, okay? I'll spill the beans.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, you want to know the real fucking reason?
I want to hear.
Okay,
it
I'll
all.
fucking tell you. I'm not scared.
Tell me
I'm
the
not
truth.
scared to
Tell
put
me
my
the
ego
truth.
out,
Tell me the
out
truth.
to the people. I'm sick of fucking walking into places and people looking at me like I'm some kind of bitch.
Hey, you know what? We don't care.
No, I don't care, but at the same time, they try to they test me more. They see how fucking much they can poke, until I'm like,
You're always being poked.
I'm always being, because I look like a fucking asshole when I walk in somewhere, because I got the ripped jeans and then I got the beard going, and the beards they never go, but I'm talking about like the ripped jeans, and I got the whatever on. I look like some asshole from
Sure.
Mansfield, right? All I'm saying is when you got a pair of Wranglers on and you got a pair of nice work boots on, damn it, you get a little bit of fucking respect with
You get
it.
that. You get that.
You get
that
a little
nod.
When I'm at work,
Nod from the average white man.
it's exactly what it is. Not even the average white man, your fellow Hispanic as well, because they respect it just as much as anybody else. But what I'm saying is there's something about a nice pair of Wranglers and some boots. I've been dressing like the way I've been dressing lately is like I'm supposed to live in California, but I don't live in California.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like here's the thing: if you dress up like I'm doing and you go out, people think you're trying hard. What do you say every time before I go out, or if we're going out to decide to do something, whatever, and I put something on and it looks good, and I don't even do it on purpose. What do you say every time? And it makes me so angry.
Why do you look so good?
Why do you look so good? And it makes me so angry. So therefore,
You're just such a handsome man.
well, thank you very much. Don't try to make me look like the bad guy here. What I'm saying is if you have some Wranglers on and a t-shirt and a nice pair of boots, and let me tell you what, I'll tell you my qualifications for the boots, because if you ask me personally, if you're going to get a pair of boots, there's some qualifications you need to have. There's a checklist that you must require to check.
Oh.
Right? Anybody can get a pair of boots, but if you're going to wear them casually, you got to have the following check marks, okay?
Sure.
Owner of a handgun or any type of weapon. Qualification. Working man works in boots. Qualification.
Love the working man.
The working man. Country. If you're from the country, automatic check.
From the country.
And if you're from Texas, automatic check.
Tejas.
Okay. Now I marked the Texas. I marked the handgun at one point, not anymore.
Yeah.
And I checked the working man because I work in boots all day. So
hey, you
why?
know what? We may circle back around.
And when I got my work clothes on and I'm walking around like places, I can't tell you how I get treated so much differently.
Plus, you're also covered in paint, and you look like you've been down in the ditch.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is I need that type of respect all the time. And I know we're not supposed to care what people think and the whole shebang, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it would make me as well feel a little bit more confident in myself because I did trim a little weight, lost about 15 pounds. So now my waist is a little bit slimmer. I got my medium shirts on, got the veins coming out a little bit, and it's almost summertime. So I need me a nice pair of Wranglers snugged up on my nutsack, nice and warm, and I need that fabric tied on my ass cheeks. And if I can't have it, I don't want anything else this summer. I want me a pair of boots and some Wranglers. I'm gonna get me the dark pair, the khaki color pair, and I'm gonna get me of course the light like this color. And they're gonna be nice and boot cut and real fit on me, and then I can just wear my regular t-shirts with it, and I can be casual, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone needs a nice ass kicking and some boots, I'm there.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever your heart desires.
I just wanted to get that on my chest because I feel.
You know what? I'm gonna wear whatever I want to wear.
You have every right to wear whatever you want.
If I want to go out in sweats, in a tank top, in 100-degree weather, I'm gonna.
And you have every right to.
And if it's 50 degrees,
and
I want to wear shorts, I'm gonna.
Because women's rights.
Exactly.
Oh, so you're a feminist?
No.
Okay. See, like I'm trying to change my style. You can do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like you don't even like the hat I have on, and I think it's a pretty cool hat.
The hat is just so.
It's what? Say it. Go ahead, be a little racist. I know you want to be a little racist right now.
What?
I look like a Mexican, don't I?
No.
Then what is it? What throws you off about my hat? I think I look pretty good.
I don't like it.
Why?
I think it's the logo or whatever that is.
It's a man mowing his lawn.
Yeah, like why would you want to wear that kind of hat? Like a lawnmower hat?
Dude, it's cool. Do you know anything about fashion?
Obviously not.
Obviously you don't. And the shirt you have on is also my shirt.
It's our shirt.
Okay, let's move on to our topics. And reject of the week. I actually have a name this time. Reject of the week goes out to Jojo Biden.
Jojo Biden.
You know him as Joe Biden, but I know him personally, and I call him Jojo.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of Jojo. I think he needs to get his face tucked again. Like I said, he's got that face. He's got that face. It's just like a leather face. Like he wakes up every morning and he has to like grab one ear, and stretch it back and then pin it. He's like, and then pins it back there. And then at nighttime before he goes to bed, he goes, and it just all comes back together.
That's so gross.
Trump's got like nut sacks under his eyes. Trump's got 2 little sacks under his eyes.
No, I can't unsee it.
just that. His face is like a frog. His face is an upside down frog with 2 abnormal nut sacks. Have you ever seen a frog's nut sack?
No.
It's on Trump's face. It's 2 little bubbles. So Joe Biden's on the Breakfast Club this past week, and I'm so confused because people are making a big deal out of his interview. And if you watch the interview, it's behind us. We can't put the sound up, of course, because we'll get flagged. But he's on the interview, and it's almost like someone went to him, like someone in his camp was like, "Hey, bro, we have to like change our approach. You have to start acting like Trump more.
Yeah.
Like start getting a little bit more edgy.
You have to act out a little bit.
Act out a little bit. Say like man or dude or throw
your hands up.
Throw your hands up. It's like Hillary Clinton. Back when she used to say like shit or no, who wasn't Hillary Clinton? My bad. It was Beto O'Rourke. Is it Beto O'Rourke or is it O'Rourke? Is Beto O'Rourke? Something like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's like one of those guys that like I guarantee his camp was like throw an F-bomb, and then he was doing something. And he was like, I'm so fucking proud. He go, yeah, and everybody just goes crazy because they cuss, you know.
Yeah.
So I think someone told Biden like get a little edgy or whatever, right? So anyways, Charlemagne basically tells him, he's like, you need to come out to New York when you get the chance, when all this is over, because I got a lot more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden's response was, I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I'm going to read it again. I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Now, you know me, I'm not a political guy, so I don't pay attention. I pay attention, but I'm not a real big political guy, so, like, we'll get into that in our next subject, but I was so fucking confused by this. So I'm trying to break it down in my head, and now the only thing I can get from it is does he think he has the majority black vote or something like that? So is he basically saying, like, all the black people are going to vote for me?
I guess.
Because he says, if you ain't then you ain't black if you can't figure it out. So is he saying only white people are having a problem vote for him?
You know how I took it. I mean,
You're confused like everybody else.
Yeah, it's
now,
like,
my question is,
if you ain't...
did he say something wrong, or did he say something that didn't make sense? And everybody's making a big fuss out of him not making sense.
Isn't he like the one that's been acting like real plain Jane, like no emotion, like almost robotic?
Yeah, he's been. That's the one. He was the one I was telling you about the other day. He was
said that
doing
little thing.
He was like, and in the country, we're gonna get our citizens, and we're gonna take them and then we're gonna spin them out to the republic. Everybody goes, yeah.
Yes.
And you watch the video, and you're like, the fuck and you rewind it. You rewind it because you think like you just missed it, and he literally is like, so
he goes from that to
that.
This.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's two Bidens. Could there be two Bidens? You know that I don't want to get off subject here, but you know there's a conspiracy about this black actor. I'm not sure what his fucking name is. I should look it up. But he's a black actor, and basically around the time that Obama was getting elected, black actor who made Obama. How do you spell Obama? Obama. Let me see. Is it Hill Harper? I hope I'm not getting this wrong. I don't know. It's not Hill Harper. Anyway, there's a black actor that claims that he met Obama in the 90s, and he was hired to teach him how to be a city cultured black man. So basically showed him like how to be cool but be intelligent at the same time. Because remember, Obama's from Harvard, or is it he's from Harvard, right? I think he went to Harvard. I wouldn't
know that.
Yeah, I think he went to Harvard. I may be wrong on that, but he said he trained him how to be all these things. And in the 90s, they were telling this guy that Obama's going to be the president. So he's been trained to be president since he was in the 90s. Like, he knew he was, like there was already a spot. Like, they already knew Obama was going to be president. That's a conspiracy. You can look that up if you want. I just want to throw that out there. But Biden's out here wilding out. It's going to be a hard election to vote for anybody, to be completely honest with you. It's like,
well, how are they going to do the voting? Because with this whole virus going on, it's like you can't go up to a ballot.
I told you the other day, so if this shit gets pushed back enough, the coronavirus gets pushed back enough to where it interferes with the voting and all that times, they're talking about sending shit out into the mail.
Yeah, I know.
And that's going to fuck the whole thing up. It's just, the thing is,
this conversation.
The thing is you're going to send this shit out in the mail and trust that when this past last year, there was a Russian interference, and that was through fucking computer hacking. Yeah. Now you think that it's going to be fucking harder for anybody to do anything through fucking mail system? You know how much shit's going to get lost in the fucking mail? They're going to have to do like 50 fucking recounts. It's going to be a whole mess.
Yeah.
And I told you that if this shit gets pushed back enough and they don't have no presidential election, which is insane, which they will. But if Trump, at 12 o'clock, when Trump's term is over, they can go and arrest his bitch ass. So he's freaking out right now.
Who's the next one up? If they have
Biden's the next one up. Oh. You know, if he gets reelected again, I don't know. You would think VP, right? Or they may have someone behind the scenes that steps up. I don't know.
I just don't know.
You might as well hire a fucking security guy.
Or what if they keep Trump and he's just limited on what he can do until the next election?
I think every president
Where
is
everything
limited on
would
what
just
they can
have
do.
to stay the same. Like
No, he would
couldn't-
have to, but he would have to get out. I don't know.
I don't understand
I have
any
no
of that.
clue. I have
I
no
never
clue.
paid attention really.
Let's go ahead and segue into our next topic because we're about to get into it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. Here we go. Modern Rejects Hall of Fame goes out to the podcast king, the god of all podcasts, the OG of all podcasting, the number one podcaster in the entire United States of America, Mr. Joe Rogan, from the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. He signed a deal with Spotify that's going to change the entire game. YouTube's being a... I was about to say something bad about YouTube, but I'm not going to say anything about them because we're on YouTube right now. So YouTube is a very responsible platform that everybody should upload the videos. It's very nice to use, very easy and very accessible. Everybody should get one and subscribe. But what I'm saying is Joe Rogan is moving to Spotify starting next year. He's getting paid. I don't know how much. I don't think they released the numbers for how much he's getting paid, but let's just say, oh, right here, alone. Okay, so in 2019, Rogan's revenue from podcasts, advertisers alone, were between 50 million and 250 million. That's how much he made in fucking ads just on YouTube or just on for ads on his podcast that he like just talks about before his podcast. But I don't know how much he got paid for the podcast, but let's just say Mr. Joe Rogan, after this is done, he will not have to work a day in his life.
Yeah.
He's set.
I wish.
So basically what it is YouTube's taking a lot of people's shit down because, people are coming out with theories and shit, and they don't want that shit out there, and a lot of videos are getting taken down because like people could be talking about political shit and YouTube wouldn't like it and they can take it down. And so Joe Rogan's shit's been getting fucked with a little bit. So he gets offered the Spotify deal to go over there. He's completely leaving YouTube. Spotify, it's a free, and I didn't know this because I thought Spotify was like iMusic. I think you'd pay like a certain amount a month. But apparently for this one, it's free download and you watch the video on there for free and listen to the podcast for free.
Really?
Yes. And they're paying him, I don't fucking know how much, but they're paying him so fucking much.
Because he's set for life, you said.
He's set for life. So, and he's opening up the doors for like so much. I guarantee they're about to sign a shit ton. They already signed like a sports podcast, signed a whole bunch of the shit. And my favorite podcast, Fire and the Kid, they were talking about them going over there. So I'm like, fuck, because then I got to go. But if they go, I go. So I'm like, and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, they were talking about like, he's gonna bring so much because he has so many. I mean, this dude has so much people listen to him. But I'm like, there's no way he's gonna get that many people going over there. I was like, some people are not gonna go over there. Like they're not even gonna like fuck it, right? But then I'm like, no, because all my podcast, every podcast I listen to, if they said they were gonna go over there, then I'd be like, fuck it, I gotta go over there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But shout out to Joe Rogan. He's a legend. You're a legend, my man. And if you want to be on the podcast one day, you can. That's nowhere impossible. He doesn't go on other people's podcasts.
He doesn't.
He just does his own fucking thing. He'll do like fucking 3 podcasts in a day. His podcasts are like 3 hours long, 4 hours long.
Jesus.
So shout out to Joe Rogan.
Shout out.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. Shout out to Cheeks right here for sleeping and being a good little companion.
Yeah, we've had her for a full week now.
We've had her for a full week. She's getting big as hell.
No.
Yeah, she's growing. She's growing like an inch, maybe 2 inches.
She's gotten a lot better.
She's gotten a lot better.
Vet visit.
She's had a vet visit. She's very healthy. She's been biting the fucking shit out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't appreciate it. And it fucking hurts. But you have anything else? This is going to be a little short podcast. Short
podcast. That's
Happy Memorial Day.
Yes, Memorial Day is tomorrow.
Subscribe to the podcast if you can. We really appreciate it.
And
any last words you'd like to say, my love?
No, I hope everybody's doing good.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, we'll be back with another video. Thank you. See you later.